What's up, y'all? Welcome back. It's Chris Wolf here, and you know we got to talk about this one. We have to talk about it. See, I've been trying to be quiet for too long, but I'm going to have to talk about this. Jon Jones lost to Dominick Reyes. He lost. It shouldn't have even been. Jon Jones shouldn't have won this fight. He clearly lost. And it's not just because I'm saying it, it's because the statistics. My fault. The statistics prove that Dominick Reyes won. So I'm gonna just go over my reaction to the fight, and then I'm gonna tell you how Dominick Reyes won. Even though we all know Dominick Reyes. Dominick Reyes really whooped the fuck out of Jon Jones. Let's just be honest about it. He whooped the hell out of him. He beat his ass. If Dominick Reyes wouldn't have gotten tired because he did kind of overexhaust himself in the first 3 rounds. I think if he had more stamina, because that was his first time fighting championship rounds, fighting 5 rounds. I think he would have almost washed Jon Jones, to be honest, because he was beating him too easy in the first 3 rounds, where it was like, I don't believe any of the first 3 rounds were close at all. Period. If somebody tried to tell me that any one of the rounds were close, they on some bull jive, and I mean it. And I would look them straight in the eye and tell them they on some bull jive. So this is my reaction to the fight. I'm disgusted. Dana White is disgusted, and if me and Dana White agree on something, then that shit is crazy because we don't agree on nothing. But anyways, first round, I had it easily going Dominick Reyes' way. Dominick Reyes was two-piecing Jon Jones. And before we even get into it, actually, this is why I always tell people, even though Jon Jones is more proven than Israel Adesanya, I've always said this about Jon Jones. Jon Jones, in most of his fights, he has the reach advantage. He's bigger than them. I think Jon Jones is like 6'6", I believe, or 6'4". I don't know. I don't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he's always been longer than most of the fighters he fights. So he obviously has the reach advantage. And then obviously he's strong. And I'm not even going to talk about the little blotch he had on his stomach, because I could have sworn that's a side effect of steroids. But I'm not saying he taking steroids, but you get what I'm saying. But anyways, I've always said this. Jon Jones, he's a good striker. He's not a great striker. For me, a great striker is someone like Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva was so precise in his striking, where he just toyed with his opponents and played with them. Jon Jones is a good striker. He has good striking skill. Jon Jones, you know what he is? Jon Jones, he's a well-balanced fighter. Obviously, Jon Jones is one of the greatest of all time, easily. He could arguably be called the GOAT. I can't call him GOAT because, he got picograms in the system. But I ain't saying he got picograms this time. I'm just saying that he's suspect. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he'll cheat, even though the test prove it. But I'm not saying he is in this fight. But Jon Jones, he's a well-balanced fighter. He can do it. He can submit you while you're standing up. He could wrestle with you. He could judo flip your ugly ass. He could outstrike you. He could strike very well. He could trade with you. What else? He's basically, he's all around. He has good Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's good all around. But when it comes to striking, Jon Jones, if he doesn't have the reach advantage, notice how when Jon Jones doesn't have the reach advantage, he becomes an ordinary striker. And I'm not trying to say downplay his abilities or anything, but he doesn't strike me as an elite striker. He strikes me as a very good striker, but not an elite striker. And this is why I always say that Israel Adesanya has a chance against Jon Jones, because Israel Adesanya is an elite striker with the way he strikes, the way he times people, the way he feints people. So that's why I think it will be a good fight. Now, obviously, if Jon Jones tries to take him down, because I believe Jon Jones is like 2 or 3 inches taller than Israel Adesanya. Maybe even more. I can't remember off the top of my head. I just know they both 6 foot something, so they both taller than me. Let's just be honest about it. But I think Jon Jones has the advantage because he's been at light heavyweight and he can wrestle Israel Adesanya. But I believe Israel Adesanya has a chance because he's a great striker. But anyways, we not talking about that. We talk about how Dominick Reyes really whooped Jon Jones. You know what? But the first round, I had Dominick Reyes winning. Uh, he was landing clear, amazing shots. He even had, you could see that Jon Jones was confused that he was even getting hit so much. He dropped Jon Jones with a body shot. It was crazy, and he was just outlanding him. It was pretty clear. 1-0. I'm talking about me and my girl watching it. We said 1-0. That's 1-0. Jon Jones better step it up. Like, he getting two piece. Obviously, you see on the screen, he get caught with a cross. Like, he was getting two pieced. And he was also getting caught with check hooks, too. So, it was hella good. And I also like how Dominick Reyes, even though he did tire himself out, he did put on the pressure to where he basically had Jon Jones running around the damn ring. He had his back turned and everything, running around the ring. And I would be too if somebody was coming at me like that. Because he was coming with some power jabs. But anyways, 1-0. Second round. Basically the same thing that happened in the first round. Dominick Reyes dominated striking easily to me. And it wasn't even close, honestly. Some people say that Jon Jones edged the second round. But I'm trying to figure out where the hell did he edge. Where the hell did Jon Jones edge Dominick Reyes? Where? I need proof of this, because I ain't see none of that. I saw Dominick Reyes 2-piecing, 3-piecing. He was on Jon Jones' ass. On his ass. So I had 2-0. We both had 2-0. Me and my girl had 2-0. People in the chat had a 2-0. We all in agreements with each other. Well, actually, not people in the chat. Some people in the chat just Jon Jones riders. I'm not going to say the D word because you already know what I was going with that. But they just Jon Jones riders. They think Jon is the greatest of all time. He's well proven, but the stuff he's been caught with, I'm not saying anything, but the stuff he's been caught with is suspect to me. That's all I'm saying. It's suspect. So I can't put you, if you've been caught doing some stuff, I'm not going to say what it is, but if you've been caught doing some stuff, yeah, I can't put you at the top. I'm sorry. You in the top 5, or top 2, or top 3, but you can't be at the top. You can't be number 1. That's all I'm saying. And this is why I have to reanalyze my list. My greatest of all time list. But third round was more close. Is a more closer round to me. I still had Dominick Reyes winning because he landed more strikes. Jon Jones, I think he did attempt a takedown, but it wasn't like he had any control of the takedown. It was like Dominick Reyes popped back up. There was times in that round where Jon Jones attempted to take down. He had Reyes against the gate. And Reyes was like, I'm not going down. Fuck all this. Like, I'm talking about leaning with it. Jon Jones trying to bring him down. Reyes leaning with it, pushing him off. And then he just made Jon Jones back off. So I was like, okay, well, they ain't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do nothing for Jon Jones. He was like, and you know, he had to go for these takedowns, though. Because Reyes was just catching them with jabs, catching them right hooks. Jon Jones was landing shots as well, but he didn't land as many, and they also weren't as clean. I do believe the cleanest shot that I seen him land maybe was a jab where he made Dominick Reyes nosebleed from the jab, and it was like a stiff ass jab. I ain't gonna lie, that whole looked like it hurt. But he hit him with a stiff ass jab. But besides that, I can't really remember any other significant punches or kicks that landed on him. Maybe he had a couple oblique kicks or maybe leg kicks. I'm not sure, but not oblique kicks. What the hell am I talking about? Body kicks. But you know what I mean. Let me stop getting too technical in this shit. But anyways, fourth round, Dominick Reyes. You can tell Dominick Reyes is tired. I'm gonna give it to Jon Jones, but honestly, I was kind of confused on this round because Reyes, he wasn't doing much. He was just on the back foot. He did land some punches. Jon Jones, I think Jon Jones did outland him that round. So I did give it to Jon Jones. The fifth round, Reyes didn't do much either. But Jon Jones, he went for the takedown, but I think he was like 2 or 9 of takedowns. And it wasn't even like, I don't consider those, like, he did take him down, but he established no control or anything. It wasn't like he took down Reyes and he was like, it wasn't like he was. It was like he was taking him down, but like let's be real about it. Like he established no control. He had no side control. He didn't even get full guard. He didn't even get into half guard or none of that. Like so, I didn't give him much points for that. It was just like okay. I to be honest, in my opinion, I could have gave it to Reyes because he had like 7 takedown defenses. So I'm not sure about that. What else? But yeah, that was the rounds. I had it 3-2 easily. I don't see Jon Jones taking any of the third rounds. I mean, any of the 3 rounds. This could have been an easy decision by far. An easy decision. This was obviously supposed to be 3-2 Dominick Reyes. It wasn't even close, honestly. I mean, it was close, obviously, but it was a clear-cut decision that should have went to Dominick Reyes. But I just think it's some bull job, especially one of the judges. One of the judges had it so far off, I was just like, huh? Like, what? Now, people are going to talk about how Jon Jones, he came forward, he applied the pressure, but none of that pressure doesn't mean anything if you're not really doing nothing with the pressure. So it's like, okay, he came forward all 5 rounds, but then at the same time, he was getting pieced up for the first 3 rounds. That's like kind of like what people used to use in boxing. I don't like comparing boxing to MMA, but like people get onto Floyd for fighting off the back foot, and they say his opponents win certain rounds because they came forward and they were the aggressive fighter. But it doesn't mean shit if you're getting pieced up. Like you coming forward and just taking 10 shots, okay, you're gonna win a round of being aggressive. Like come on now. But I'm disgusted with the judges. They need to do an immediate rematch. Now, Dominick Reyes, he got the experience of a 5-round fight. So I think he's going to come in better shape. Jon Jones hopefully improves on his defense. But besides that, I easily had it 3-2. I don't know about you guys, but I had it 3-2. 3-2 easily. And I know this is a boxing channel, but I had to talk about this. Because I do watch the UFC and MMA just as much as I watch boxing. But I just had to talk about this. But that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, I'm tired of people acting like they really need me. Leaping over my enemies, I have so many memories. Hope my niggas remember me, don't bring negative energy. I see too many frenemies, y'all not no friends of me. Don't have time for no injury. I'm like fuck all my enemies, I've got so much energy. I'm working every day, I'm just trying to find a way.